Welcome to the Dump and Chase podcast. This is our second episode. We got three boys with us. I guess two with me. I'm your host, Dylan Robillard. Alongside me, as always, I got the Okotoks kid who bleeds blue and white, Nolan Chard. How are you doing, bud?
Good fellas. Excited to do this one.
All right, now we got first comer, the most optimistic Flames fan I think I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Liam O'Connor. How's it going, bud?
Yeah, couldn't make it to the last one. Had a Sunday dinner to attend. But I'm here now. Like Chard said, excited to get going.
Good. We're still down the other Dylan, but that's okay. We'll get him on next week, hopefully. All right. To kind of begin the show, Macklin Celebrini, one of the top Calder guys. We'll get into that in a little bit too, but he goes on the IR, which is not great. Chard, I know you're pretty high on him. What do you think of that news?
It's just tough to hear for San Jose in the fact that that's their first overall pick that they just got. He just played a tremendous game the other night. I watched most of that game. Watched when they were up 4-1 and just dominating the Blues. But Celebrini looked great. Like that first goal, it was kind of pretty. It was a spinorama pass. Just went off a defender's skating in.
You thought that was a dominant?
But he looked great. They were dominating for most of the game. And then Blues came back, obviously, in the end and won. But kids look great. He had a sweet pass to Toffoli. It's just a tough loss, especially at he's super young.
That was good, yeah.
What do you think, Liam?
Did he leave that game?
No.
So he leave the game, but he was put on IR.
He's been injured the past couple days. Like he was, he's dealing with something.
Okay, so IR is pretty serious though, right? Like,
yeah, he'll be at least out a week, like minimum.
Yeah, at least a week. Jesus. How did Will Smith look in that game?
I thought he looked pretty good. I like them together.
They playing on the same line that night?
I don't think so, but I just mean like in general, like together.
Yeah, no. No, that pass to Toffoli was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I didn't think the goal was. I was a little lucky, to be honest.
Yeah, just put it on net, see what happens.
But you know what? If you're gonna spinorama off the skate in, at least if it's lucky, at least it's a spinorama pass, right?
Yeah. All right. With that out of the way, I want to do a fun little segment here, blind rankings, and try and see if you guys know your hockey knowledge. So first off, we're going to do the last 5 Calder winners. You guys got to work together and try and figure out who the last 5 Calder winners are.
So I know, obviously
Connor
Bedard last year, right?
Connor Bedard.
And then the year before, it was Beniers, was it not?
Yep.
Beniers. And the year before that, Cider?
Yeah, that's 3.
Oh, wow. All right, here we go.
I expected you to be doing this.
Not a trophies guy. Not a trophies guy.
Last 2.
What draft class was this? Like, could you tell me the top 10?
Tell me the year.
2021.
Who were the top 10 guys drafted this year?
It was
what draft?
That's the Jack Hughes draft. I'm pretty sure. Like the year after the Hughes.
Hughes didn't win it.
No, it's. Oh no.
It was probably. It definitely wasn't someone from the draft. That's what I'm thinking. Honestly, I'm completely lost on this one.
Can we get a hint?
I'm trying to figure out a hint without.
Just give us the conference.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I can't remember.
Was it a guy drafted that year?
Was it Stützle? Did Stützle win it?
No.
That's the side year. That's Stützle's year.
Western.
Is he a star now?
It's Kaprizov. Was it Kaprizov?
There you go.
There we go.
But he was like,
sorry, just typing in the back. All right.
I'm not typing.
Last one, COVID year.
The short season. Oh, man. Rookie in the short season. I honestly, I can't even tell you. I honestly have no idea who
what draft is this? It's 2020.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like the Nolan Patrick draft?
No.
That's like
2017.
Yeah. That's
a couple years
off.
That
was Matthew's year.
Oh, no, I'm lost on this one, to be honest with you. I go...
Division.
You want the division?
Or the conference. Doesn't matter. Just give me
you
the
won't
conference
believe
again.
It. Western Conference.
Western Conference. Oh, man.
Patterson?
Nope.
Yeah, you didn't get drafted then. That's dumb. That's dumb.
The short year. Oh, my God.
Just start throwing names out here, boys.
I don't know.
I can't even think of a guy.
Now division. Just give me a division.
Central.
Robertson.
No.
Because Robertson
Kyrou.
took a couple years to develop.
No.
Thomas.
No. You guys are going to hate this once you know.
There's no one young really on the Avalanche other than Makar. But Makar's not that year.
Is that your answer?
No, dude, it was Makar. It has to be.
It's Makar.
It has to be Makar because he played one game the year before.
Oh, because he only joined the playoffs.
But he tore up the playoffs, so he had to have won it the next year. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect that to be so difficult.
Yeah.
Liam's hot start, and then it just collapsed at the end.
Yeah, I know it died. It died pretty quick.
Took me a minute, but we
all right.
Came to a conclusion.
Now, inspired by Empty Netters, we're going to do some blind rankings. All right. So I'm going to name not top 5, but like 5 teams, and then you guys rank them blindly, like 1 to 5. Does that make sense? Okay. You guys got to work together for this. All right. We're starting hot. Calgary Flames.
Oh, but like if you want me to work with this guy, like don't
4.
throw the Flames in there.
4.
4.
Easy. It's an easy 4.
You're putting him at 4. All right.
Yeah, I am.
Liam, you can argue. Like,
I got him. You know what? He's not putting him 5.
So you're fine with 4?
Are you going to name good teams?
This is all-time teams for the record.
Oh, like all time? Like you're not talking about this year?
No. For the record, it's all-time.
Oh, like 5 or 4, I guess. 4.
Wait.
Chard, does that make sense?
I think we go this year.
Yeah,
Just
why don't we do
year?
teams this year?
All right.
All right. Well, honestly, like if you're gonna name good teams, like I'm just gonna throw them in 4. Like,
okay.
I'm just gonna be brutally honest with myself.
Okay. Lightning.
3.
Okay, you got them above the Flames. All right. I got
Of course
Lightning.
I do, bro.
Yeah, I got
That's your answer?
It only makes sense to say 3.
Avalanche.
2.
2. Yeah.
2. No argument.
Rangers.
1. Absolutely. You'll see why I have them at 1 later on.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We got to put them 1.
And now we're gonna get like, what team
Now
we're
we
gonna
have to put some good team at 5.
Yeah, what's our 5 squad?
This did not go the way I planned it. I expected you boys to just like put a team at 1 immediately, or not leave one open.
Flames. So what are you trying to say? You said the Flames first.
Blue Jackets.
That's the easiest. Yeah, I would not change one thing about this
5
list.
all day. It all works out.
Rangers, Avs, Lightning, Flames, Blue Jackets. That
honestly seems accurate.
That's right on the money.
That's good.
Fair enough, boys. Okay. Since you breezed through that one, okay. Hockey songs. I would assume you boys are familiar.
All day.
All right. We're starting off. Actually, okay. The boys are back.
Ooh.
That's like what, NHL 14 or something?
Yeah, it's one from Chow. I'm chill with putting it in the middle, like a 2 or 3 kind of deal. I feel like we're gonna get some bangers, so
Boys
I'm
are
good
back,
with 3.
1 all day.
I'll go 2. Will you go 2?
I'm going 1. Like the boys are back. Think of something better. Like that's like prime
Shipping
time
up to Boston.
Huh?
Shipping up to Boston. Any of those freaking warm up dubstep songs?
Well, I thought you were bringing up like NHL. Like it's not like they bump the boys are back after someone bingos. Do they?
No.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Okay, so where are we going?
I have to go 1. Like think of something.
We'll just put it at 1.
Like what's more classic than the boys are back?
Okay. Thunderstruck.
Nice pick at 1. 2. We're going 2. I'm going 2.
I'm going 3.
That was in absolutely every locker room. Ever.
I think
and every game, it's played at pretty much every game. You ask anybody, they know Thunderstruck. Like it's a given. It's a number 2. Would be number 1 on mine.
I honestly, are we allowed to have different opinions? Like, are we allowed to?
You can discuss, but you guys got to agree on an answer.
You gotta agree. Like, you don't think 3? Like, I think something's gonna come in that's better than like Thunderstruck's good.
I think you boys are just getting some songs here, in my opinion.
I think we saved 2 though. Like, we still got.
Okay.
Got
we can save 2. Yeah, we can go 3.
Okay. The hockey song.
So, what do you mean? Which one's that? That's 2. That's played at every commercial break. It's the hockey song. Like it's got to be it's 2. I'm going 2.
I think Liam's looking up the song currently.
You gotta hear it.
Really screwing time.
Sorry, good thing we got an editor. Good thing we got an editor.
Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice.
It's original.
It's a 2, bro. It's 2.
Gotta go 2. Are you kidding me? This could even go 1.
You didn't even know the song.
Like, dude, I might freaking Shazam this right now and fucking put it in my Apple.
Bobby scores in a good old hockey game. Oh,
Hockey game.
It's the best game you can name. Yeah, copywritten.
that'll be on tonight at some point. That's why we have editors. Hey, Dylan.
Yeah, I gotta cut that out. Oh my god.
Just gotta cut that 30 seconds look up with the commercials.
Okay. Shipping up to Boston.
When are we getting?
I knew he was gonna say that one. 4.
Which one?
They're all good, man.
Hockey song.
Shipping up to Boston.
Oh man. Like, Chard, do you just know these off the top of your head?
Yeah, dude.
Like, you don't know like the Calder winners? Shipping off to Boston. That's what it's called.
Shipping up.
I should have had these on cue. I was going to too, and then I was like, no, you boys will know these songs.
I'm actually happy you did this because you're now my music library is getting bigger.
He's gonna be bumping the hockey song and so.
It's good. It's good. It goes 4 though.
All right, let's see our last place spot.
We Will Rock You.
Yeah, it's a good bottom spot. That's a good song. It's a great fucking song.
There's no way that's
we have
you have no other choice.
We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice.
I know, it just sucks that we got to put that one 5. Like,
you guys buried the first spot immediately.
Yeah, that was upsetting actually.
But the boys are back, right? Like, it's a good one. Right. Dude, when I hear the boys are back, it reminds me of NHL 2014.
Yeah.
Like the first Chell I started, like when I really started taking Chell seriously and I started nipping bar down all day behind the TV.
NHL 14, I think, is peak for a lot of us.
Yeah.
All right, before we get into the trophies, I got a little ad right here. We had Seat Geek last week, but now we got BioSteel. So read that off real quick, and then we'll hop into the awards. All right, BioSteel, clean, healthy, and hydration. With BioSteel and their large selection of products from protein to fruitful hydration mixes, you can stay at the top of your game like the pros with BioSteel Hydration. For the best available hydration that your favorite players drink, visit BioSteel.ca/TheDumpNCHASE. Use our code DUMPNCHASE at checkout for 20% off your next order. All right. Quick and easy there. Make sure to check out BioSteel and Seat Geek as well. All right, let's get into the award talk here. All right. Well, first off, okay, so we'll do it one at a time. So I'll say Hart Trophy, and then we all list off our person, and we'll go to the next award. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hart Trophy, most valuable player on the season. Who do you got, Chard?
Connor McDavid. I mean, the guy just got eliminated in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. He's devastated. Saw the Amazon series. This guy's coming out for blood this year, and I just think it's an easy pick for the Hart Trophy.
All right. O'Connor, what do you got? Hopefully it's not a problem.
McDavid. It's going to be the easiest one. I don't even think you have to put an explanation behind it.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy pick.
I think till the guy's 35, I think he's going to be good. Maybe even after that. I think he's going to, if he's healthy, if he plays a full 82 with Draisaitl and the boys, he's going to win it every year. That's what I think.
I think he goes off this year, especially after what happened last year. For the record, I have McDavid as well. My favorite trophy, besides the Calder, the Vezina Trophy for the best goalie of the year. Let's go to Liam first.
The Vezina? I feel like this one's a hard one. Because there's just so many goalies, so many good goalies. So I feel like this one's kind of a gamble. I think I'm going to go with Ottinger. I think it's Dallas's year to step up and really make a push for the cup. I guess I don't want to spoil my cup pick, but I think Dallas. Yeah, I think Ottinger. I think he's got a really good decor behind him. You got Thomas Harley and Heiskanen first pairing. He's just a good goaltender. After that Flames series, Game 7, I just see him winning it this year.
Yeah. All right, Chard, who do you got?
Like Liam said, ton of great goalies out there. I'm going kind of under the radar here. Former Vezina winner, I'm going with Andrei Vasilevskiy. I just think he's a season away from a .915 save percentage and a .265 goals against. Clearly, he's done it before. He's won 2 cups. He's won a Conn Smythe Trophy. Last year he was injured and he came back, I think, in November, December, and he still played 52 games last year. So he didn't really get to work his way into it. He had a full training camp this year, and I just think he's going to be back to his normal self as they reacquired some defensemen and Ryan McDonough. I just really like this Tampa team, and Vasilevskiy, I think, is going to get it done this year.
I don't agree. I don't agree. I think Vaz is good, but you're not going to win the Vezina in Tampa, especially right now. I think a goalie's performance really reflects on the decor, and I just don't think the decor is good enough to make Vaz look that good. Vaz is good, don't get me wrong, but I think a top 5 team or top 10 team in the league is going to have the Vezina winner. Just because, what I said, decor reflects.
You don't think Tampa's the top 10 team this year?
No. Were they last year? I don't think they were last year.
I can't say for sure. They were at least the top 15.
No idea.
They replaced Stamkos with Gensel.
Yeah.
I think Gensel's good. I they're not going to finish top 10. I think they're going to make a playoffs.
Yeah.
I like their decor.
They got McDonough back, right?
McDonough, they shipped out Sergachev, but they also brought in Moser from Arizona. They brought back McDonough. They finally have a steady decor for the first time since they were in the finals there. They got Hedman, Moser, and then they got McDonough, Cernak, which is a great shutdown pair, and then they have Perbix and Radish, and that other guy. They ran 11-7 yesterday, so
wow.
I like their decor, man.
I don't like losing Sergachev.
Yeah.
I think that's a big loss. They just signed him. They locked him down right before he went off. I think he scored somewhere around 60 points the year they signed him, like right before. Like they signed him at the start of the year, and then I think he scored 60 something that year. Locked him down. I think they should have kept him because he's not even 30 yet, probably. Yeah. Now he's Now he's in Arizona.
No. Well,
he's in Utah.
Yeah.
They call Utah.
Arizona, Utah. All right. To wrap up the Vezina, I have Linus Ullmark. No, I'm just kidding. I got Igor Shesterkin. I think New York has a good year. And, Igor's in a contract year, so he's got to have a big bounce back. And I think he'll provide a big boost for the Rangers and be a big impact guy. He wants to be the best goalie on the team or best player on the team, so I think he has to live up to that. All right, Norris Trophy, best defenseman. Go to Chard first.
All right. I think, again, I'm going under the radar. I'm going with Roman Josi of the Nashville Predators. I just think my main point here is their power play just got so much better. He has way more options. He quarterbacks that number one unit. He already gets a ton of points every year. But I just think with that power play getting so much better, I think that's just that many more points. And now it's more of just a points competition for best defenseman, which we've seemed to notice the last few years, especially when Erik Karlsson won it 2 seasons ago. But I just like Roman Josi just for the main fact that their power play got so much better. And before that, he was already getting a ton of points.
All right, to Liam.
Gotta go with I think the Norris. I think it's gonna be. I think Hughes and Makar are gonna be going at it for the next couple of years. I think those two defensemen are top the league by far. And I gotta go with Makar. I think the question is who's better now, and I think people are starting to think Hughes, and I think Makar is gonna make a name for himself again this year and win it.
Fair enough.
He's got lots of opportunity.
Yeah. I got Adam Fox, another Ranger. I think they're just all going to have a pretty strong season. And I think Adam Fox puts himself back on the map a little bit. I think he's been kind of overshadowed a bit by the Makars and the Hughes and all those other guys. So I think he puts his name back out there and he has a good year. All right, next up, the Selke Trophy for the best defensive forward. I'll start it off first. I think Rope Hintz wins it. I struggle with this trophy all the time, but he's probably my best bet, I would assume. Not much else to say there. I mean, Dallas is always a strong team, and Hintz kind of down the middle runs the plays. So, Chard, who do you got?
If they actually looked at the defensive impact that players had, this is crazy. Not sure anyone else is going to say this, but I'm going Adam Lowry of the Winnipeg Jets. You just watch that guy's defensive game. He takes a ton of D-zone draws. He's on their number one PK. But obviously, they aren't really paying attention to those depth guys. But I think it's going to be Adam Lowry, or it should be Adam Lowry, but I think it's going to be Sasha Barkov of the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, that's an easy pick.
All right, Connor, what do you got?
Honestly, I got 2 years ago, Elias Lindholm, top 3 for the best defensive forward. I think Bergeron won it. New start. He's playing in Boston, playing beside Pasternak. Huge defensive player. I think Lindholm's taking it this year. Might seem like a reach just because you got guys like Barkov in the league, but I think Lindholm could get it done. I think, like I said, new start playing with Pasternak. I think he's kind of been a disappointment the last 2 years. But yeah, I think he's going to get it done this year. Yeah, I think he'll win it.
Fair enough. All right, to my favorite trophy, the Rookie of the Year, the Calder Trophy. I rarely get to look forward to this trophy as a Flyers fan, so I'm excited. But we'll hold my obvious answer to the end. O'Connor, who do you got winning the Calder?
Stankoven all day.
Yeah.
All day. What's he, 22 now?
It's 21.
21 now? And he's probably turning 20. I guess he's going to be 21 this season because he was 20 last year. Yeah, I mean, he's 21. Everyone else competing for it's 18, 19. He's playing in Dallas. I think he was on the top 6 the other night. I know he's on PP2. Honestly, I think he's bigger. He's older. I think he's just more NHL ready. He's spent a year in the A. I think he's going to win it, and I don't think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. He's looked good to start the year.
I think he's pushing 60 points.
I mean, that would probably be what it takes. I mean,
yeah,
there's going to be points. Yeah, this rookie year should be exciting to watch for a lot of guys.
I mean, I don't see. I only see. Who else do you see getting 60 points this year, other than Michkov?
Then no one else.
Yeah, exactly.
You could, as much as I hate to say it, I think you could argue Gauthier with Carlson and just being on the Ducks and being fed passes, but I think he reaches more like 50 than 60.
Yeah.
Jard?
Going with that first overall pick, Macklin Celebrini, Hobie Baker, award winner last season, tore up BU last year, 64 points, 38 games. Great start the other night, 2 points, first career goal, and he got a nice pass to Toffoli there. I just think he looked great. He fit right in with grown men, and I'm just excited to see this guy tear up the show for the next decade.
Yeah, you just got to hope that he's healthy. I mean, kind of seems like almost every rookie goes through a little bit of an injury area. Like, McDavid had it, and then Bedard, and you never really see a full season.
With the wrists.
Yeah, you never really see a full season out of a rookie anymore. All right, now to the Rocket Richard Trophy. Speaking of Austin Matthews, we'll give our reasons, but I think we all had Austin Matthews here for plenty of reasons. It goes to the most goals scored, and he's been kind of tearing up that spot with McDavid getting the assists more than not. Chard, I know you're the Leafs fan, so what do you got to say about that?
Yeah, definitely Austin Matthews winning the Rocket. I mean, you just watched the guy score 69 goals last year. It's been forever since someone's done that, and he's the first 2-time 60-goal scorer since, I believe, Lemieux. So, no reason why he can't do it again. I mean, still working with Mitch. They just came off another Game 7 loss to the Bruins, and I just think he's bound to get 60 again. I don't think he pushes 70 like he did last year, but I think he will get to that between 60 and 64 goal mark next year. I mean, just the best goal scorer in the world. Can't never bet against him. So I got Matthews.
Right. And then Liam.
I honestly pretty much everything you just said. I don't even think you got to give much of an explanation. I don't know, did anyone else get 60 last year?
No.
What did
maybe
Kucherov
Ryan
end with?
Kucherov had 100 assists and
didn't have 60 goals though.
30 goals. It It was Matthews, and then it was Sam Reinhart and Hyman. Hyman had 55. And I don't know if
Hyman
Reinhart,
had the crap.
But no one's getting 60, and
No one's touching
I
60.
could say Matthews pretty much got 70.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's beating everyone by 20 goals.
And he led the league in crossbars and post hit last year with 11,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Probably shots taken as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you got to say much. I think this is an easy one. Matthews all day. I mean, when you're beating everyone by 20 goals. So hopefully
Can't bet against him next
year
year.
like he had 2 years ago. I mean, he still put up 80 points, but I know he didn't.
Still had 40 goals on a down year.
40, yeah, that's his down year. 40 goal down year. Flames player gets 40 goals. I'd be jumping up in there.
All right. And now to the Art Ross Trophy for points. I personally have Connor McDavid. I think he's just going to go absolutely AWOL, especially after that tough loss in Game 7. You know how badly he wants this, and I think he's just going to come out flying. He hasn't looked great the last couple games, but
He only played one, right?
he's only played one. Even in preseason, I didn't really watch him that much, but
Those guys don't care.
yeah, they're just there to get loose. So, I mean, yeah, give it time. It's only first game, but I think McDavid comes out flying. Chard.
Connor McDavid. I mean, like I said, just rolling with my hard pick. Pretty much same reasoning. Just came off a rough Game 7 Cup final loss. He tore up the playoffs, like 40-plus points last year in the playoffs. And I think he's going to lead the regular season in points, man. I think he's going to score a lot, and he's going to pass a lot to Draisaitl and Hyman. And I just can't bet against McDavid, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if we really even have to do this one. I think it's obviously McDavid. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have an explanation for it. I mean, Connor McDavid, he's going to win it.
Yep, just McDavid. All right. And then we get into the last few here. Not a player award, but a coach, Jack Adams Award for the best coach of the year. I think we all had some pretty interesting picks for this one. I'll throw it to Liam first.
John Tortorella. I think last year they were supposed to be a rebuilding team. Is that what he said in the press conference before the season started? And then the only reason they didn't make the playoffs is because they lost, 9 games in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he takes that next step with the Flyers this year. I think they push for a playoff spot, and I don't think they're going to make a deep run, obviously, but I mean, I think Tortorella is going to make that push, and I think he's going to get that award because that team on paper is not as good as other teams on paper that wouldn't be making it.
Yeah, they're the third youngest team in the NHL right now.
Yeah, and he's pretty much almost got him in a playoff spot last year. Like last year I couldn't even name 5 players on that team. I think Tortorella is going to get it done.
Yep. All right, Chard, who you got?
Former Leafs coach, Sheldon Keefe of the New Jersey Devils. I mean, they went from a 500 record, around 500 last year, missing the playoffs, having a disappointing year. Also, they were injury prone, that team. They lost guys like Hamilton, and Hughes was nowhere near 100%. But they lost some huge pieces last year, and then they get all of that back, plus a new coach. I think I have them second in the division in the Metro this year, and I think that's enough to give them the Jack Adams.
You think he's going to get it, though? Like, on paper, they're just so good. I think you put any coach behind that bench in there.
I mean, just from being 500 team last year to
got to turn the
jumping
team
into second in the division. I also think the Devils GM is going to win the GM of the Year award.
He's put in a pretty good position.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they also fleeced Calgary on that frickin' Kevin Ball trade. Jesus, man! Like they were showing the trade rumors, and it was like all the first hints or in a Holtz. I mean, maybe Dawson Mercer. we get their frickin' third pairing, Kevin Ball. No offense to Kevin Ball. Honestly, I'm a big fan.
I don't think he's going to be watching this.
I think
podcast.
you're a big shutdown guy. But
I think you're okay. I don't know if Kevin Ball has the time to watch this damn podcast.
That's probably right. And then I thought that we got the first round pick next year, but it was a conditional first round pick, was it not?
Yeah. And then
we just got screwed on that trade. I mean, no, for like Conrad, that's all he could do though, right?
Yeah. We'll maybe go off script here in a minute. We can do GM award. I completely forgot about that award if we want to throw that in there. But Jack Adams, I have Andrew Brunette of Nashville. I don't know. I just think Nashville can be a really good team too. I currently have like 3 teams in a cup situation right now, and I think they could be one of them. It's just their year. Like they got Stammer, and like if it isn't now, I don't know when it's going to be. Yeah, sure. Why not? We can throw the GM in there quick. I'm just going to throw out Danny Briere. I think he'll cook this trade deadline, or at least that's what I hope. Chard, do you have a GM? Obviously you said it, but if you want to run over it quick.
Yeah, I have the Tom Fitzgerald of the New Jersey Devils. I just like what he did with that roster. Completely flipped it. Like that team looks phenomenal on paper. They went out and got Pesci, Carolina. They got Kovacevic, who looked great at the start of the year. He's supposed to be their 7th, but he's filling in for Pesci, and he looks phenomenal. Obviously, the Jacob Markstrom trade. Great job. Great work. Really like what he did with that team, man. And I think they're poised to go on a deep playoff run and finish atop of the Metro.
All right. Liam, do you have a GM you throw in there?
I don't know his name, but the Nashville Predator GM.
Barry Trotz. All day. Absolutely cleaned up
on a free agency. Stamkos, Marchessault, and then I don't know how to pronounce his name. Skidgy.
Brady Shea.
That's such a weird last name too.
I know,
always forget it. I'm like,
also not to mention
cleaned up on draft or on free agency day. I thought Stamkos was coming to Calgary. I thought we were either getting Stamkos or Marchessault. Thought we were getting one of the boys, maybe a 1-year, $50 million deal. Got $20 million in cap space.
That guy lived in Tampa his whole life. He does not want to come to Calgary.
Hey, he's Canadian, baby. He's Canadian.
Yeah, he would rather go to Toronto, I think, rather than Calgary.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. Calgary, they're sleepers, fellas. They're sleepers.
And also to like help your point with Barry Trotz as GM of the year, didn't even think about it. They have 3 first-round picks this year to go along with everything they added this season. They have 3 first-round picks.
And if they didn't have those 3 first-round picks, where are they? Because last year they made the playoffs, but what's their future, right?
Yeah.
They're a wild card team.
Trotz did really well with that team.
Turned the team to a wild card. He basically, because they were going to make the playoffs every year probably and just lose out and then get a shitty draft pick. Now I think they're going to be a playoff contender. Probably one of the most stacked teams in the league now. Ryan O'Reilly, Conn Smythe winner. Who else won the Conn Smythe? Marchessault won the Conn Smythe.
Yep.
2 Conn Smythe winners.
Stamkos has won 2 cups.
2 cups. They've all won cups. O'Reilly's won cups. And then who they already had on the team.
Yossi,
Forsberg,
Saros.
And then they got Evangelista, young stud, coming up.
He's sick.
And then, like you said, the 3 first-round picks, as long as they select well.
I'm telling you, man, they are a second-line center away from being a really, really good hockey team.
I saw something the other day. It was because I think Tommy Novak's a really good hockey player, but who did he play with last year?
Oh man,
I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you his line mates. Couldn't even tell you his line mates last year.
Right, Evangelista maybe. All I know is he wasn't centering Marchessault and Stamkos.
Yeah, he was not centering Marchessault and Stamkos.
Yeah, and I saw something the other day, and it was how much pressure is that on Novak, and I agree with that. That's tons of pressure.
Oh, Man, yeah, it's a lot of pressure. But I also defending Barry Trotz again. They struggled to get shots in the playoffs against Vancouver. Like, they were averaging under 20 shots a game. And then they went out and got Stamkos, who fires the puck. 40 goals last year. Marchessault, 40 goals last year. And then Brady Shea just 2 seasons ago scoring 20 as a defenseman.
I'm so excited to watch that team this year.
It's going to be a sick team.
Like, Trotz went out and got what they needed, man. They just need guys that can rip the puck. And they already had Forsberg on top of that. Man, like, this team, I got them second in the Central. But, like, I just really, really like what they did.
All right. Before we get too deep into that, President's Trophy. This could be 5 different teams. I will say I don't think the Rangers repeat again, but I'm just going to throw the Stars in there. I think if they have a really good year, they can atop the league. Connor, what do you think?
I think this one's a really hard one. It's not like the Hart Trophy prediction. And I got New Jersey. It's a risky pick, but young team. I think teams like that tend to finish top 5 in the league, and then it takes them a couple of years to really make an appearance in the playoffs and push for a long run. But I think they got Markstrom in that now. He's looked
really good.
They got Dougie Hamilton back running PP1. And they got,
Hughes at 100%.
The only concern for me would be how young Luke Hughes and Simon Nemec are. I think they're going to be phenomenal hockey players in the future.
It takes more time.
I just think, like defensively, I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they went out and got Brendan Dillon to play
they got a lot of
with Nemitz, and then they went out and got Pesci to play with Hughes.
Pesci, No, that decor is stacked.
Yeah,
it is stacked.
Love it.
Yeah, so I think that's my President's Trophy winner.
Nolan, I think you got a pretty consensus pick here.
Yeah, for me, this was a coin flip for me, but I do think the President's Trophy's staying in the Metro, and I'm going to say it's a repeat for the Rangers. Just don't see, they didn't lose very much. They lost their deadline acquisitions in Wenberg and Roslovic, but that's not too detrimental to that team by any means. They have Igor Shesterkin, who's hungry for a contract. I just think they're even better than last year, just because they have a Shesterkin that's hungry for a contract, and he wasn't even all that great last year. Like, there was a stretch there where Jonathan Quick was the starter over Igor Shesterkin,
and Quick was 2020.
Yeah, and Quick was great. Like, in 2024, Jonathan Quick had a starting job over Igor Shesterkin for a short period of time, which was crazy. But I just think, they had a good add in Riley Smith, Cup winner also. But I just think they repeat. They didn't lose much, and they just have a hungry Shesterkin back there now.
Yeah. All right. Going off of that, Stanley Cup, I have the Rangers winning. I'm stuck on 3 teams here, and I think it could go either way. I had Edmonton, I had Nashville, and I had New York. But yeah, like Chart said, and like I said previously, Shesterkin is desperately wanting to get that massive contract and reset the goalie market and get paid like a player. And he came out and said he thinks he's the best player on the team, hands down. And so I think
he said?
Yeah, he said he wants to be paid like the best player on the team.
Yeah.
And that's Panarin area. And Panarin's making like 11.4.
11.6.
That was a free agent signing as well, right?
Yeah.
UFA.
That's huge.
Yeah. But
he didn't get drafted. Or didn't even get drafted. Came out of the KHL.
Yeah. And like Russians are just crazy, man. But yeah, I think they decline a little bit in the regular season. I don't think they're the first team in the league, and I think that wears on a team as well. You're playing full 82 and you're the best team. That deflates you going on a deep run. But yeah, I think they decline a bit in the regular season, but they finally get it done in the playoffs. I really like the Predators. I really like the Oilers, but I think this is the Rangers' year. All right, Connor, who do you got winning it?
I think this one's super difficult, especially because the season hasn't even started. But I got to go with the Dallas Stars. I think those young guys have had a couple playoff runs now. They know what to do. They know what it's like. And then you also got the veterans, right? You got Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn to kind of show up. I think Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin are the guys who really show up in the playoffs, those veteran guys. Season-wise, Hintz and Robertson get them there, but when it comes showtime, Jamie Benn gets it done. Especially in that series with Edmonton last year. I think they were up. Were they up 2-1 in the series, 3-0 in that game? I'm pretty sure they were up 2-1, 3-0 game 4. And that would have put them up 3-1, and I don't think Edmonton would have come back. And then Edmonton scored. I don't know. They won that game, and then they won the series. But I think if Dallas wins that game, they go to the Cup and they give Florida a good run for it. Yeah, I think they've had a couple of years in the playoffs. They know what it's like. I think they're getting it done this year.
Okay, Chard, to wrap it up here.
Gotta go the Oilers. McDavid, man, Game 7 loss. It's a determined guy. Most of those guys determined. They just need to fix that decor. Yeah, just right on cue. Just got to fix that decor, and I think they're right there. Like, that decor wasn't even all elite last year, and they still went Game 7 of Stanley Cup final. That forward core is better than last year. It is, I think, a lot better than last year. Jeff Skinner is better than Warren Foegele. They also added Victor Arvidsson. Like, I just love that team, and they found that identity line in Janmark, Henrique, and Connor Brown in the playoffs last year. And I just see McDavid and all of them going off again. I just see no reason why that team loses. I got Oilers, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah. They got to fix the decor, though. I don't know what they're going to do about that. They're going to have to give away this year or something.
They're going to be banking cap space. They'll have a good deadline.
Yeah, I think a good way to explain that team's experience, right?
Oh, yeah. They've been there. They've been there.
Yeah.
Been 2 goals away from a Stanley Cup, man. 2 goals away from a Stanley Cup. And
now you got Arvidsson.
They're that close. And they got Jeff Skinner, Victor Arvidsson. Like,
we'd be putting Skinner on the first line in Calgary.
They're right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
But geez, Darnell, either they gotta fix that decor, and Darnell Nurse has to take a step.
Yes, his defensive game needs a step.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, that Broberg loss is huge.
Yeah,
especially with Draisaitl signing.
It's the first time I saw Darnell Nurse look well with a D partner was Philip Broberg.
Yeah,
and that's like, I was like, dude, they gotta pay Broberg because it's the only way Darnell looks good. But
they
then
that's free agency, right?
Yeah, but then that would have been a $13 million D pair, and it was just a tough situation. But yeah, I hope Darnell finds that D partner again because they need it bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Edmonton would have, if they could go back and not sign Arvidsson and Skinner and have all those cap problems, do you think they would have paid Holloway and Broberg?
No. With Jeff Skinner taking a pay cut like that, and also Arvidsson, there's no way. That top 6 is just gonna mow through teams this regular season, and even in the postseason, man. Like, they should have no problem with scoring, like, at all.
That's a deep team.
Got Hyman and McDavid on my fantasy team. They better. Jesus, I was expecting more from them the other night.
Yeah.
But am I gonna have to watch 20 games before they step it up?
Yeah.
Not ideal for my fantasy team.
All right, that's all we got for today. Thank you, boys, for joining me. It was a great podcast episode. Great to have more than 2 of us on. We'll hopefully have all 4 next week. Any last words, boys?
Go Leafs, go, baby.
Go Flames, go. Big game tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, making a name for ourselves. Already 3rd in the Western right now. Or Pacific.
They're in a playoff spot. Take a screenshot.
One game has been played.
We're in. I won't have to take a screenshot because I can just go on the app all year and look at it.
All right. With that is all we have for today. Thank you all for tuning in. I forgot to plug the socials and stuff at the start again, but please, socials and everything will be in the description. I don't even think I added them last week in the description. I got to get on that. Maybe I'll throw them in at the start. We'll see. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to always dump and chase. We'll see you next episode.